Liberites, thank you very much, Honorable Prime Minister and political leader, my former parliamentary colleagues, and of course the new candidates. Let me welcome all of you to the coolest, most scenic mountaintop community of Bellevue Chopin, the sobermost community within the Pitt-7 constituency, and home to just about half of the total residents of the entire constituency. A unique community with the exoticness of a typical Dominican countryside, but yet still enjoys most of the amenities of a modern, up-and-coming suburban settlement. It is indeed comforting to see many of you gathered here today from far and near to give support to the Dominica Labour Party candidate, our candidate for the Pitt-7 constituency. And as the former member of parliament, it warms my heart to know that this constituency is in safe hands, because each and every one of you here today know that the Dominica Labour Party is still the best choice. And indeed, Mr. Julian Defoe, our handsome young candidate, is the best and only choice for you. A special welcome to those of you from other parts of the island, and an even more special one to the hundreds of residents from all parts of the constituency, from the original Pitt-7 community to his hometown village of Baffin Point, Stowe, Dubic, Maranatha Square, Pichlin, and Bellevue Chopin. Thank you all for coming. And in my Suki's voice again, what a wow, baby. Yes, I'm a big-time Suki fan. My dear friends and brothers and sisters, 13 years ago, a younger, more energetic medical doctor by the name of Kenneth Darroux responded to the call of the vast majority of constituents to set aside his blossoming and promising career and to put aside other personal ambitions to represent them in the Parliament of the Commonwealth of Dominica. And that he did selflessly for the better part of the past 13 years. And even amidst tremendous adversity and the challenges brought about by external shocks of the global recession, 2 major natural disasters within the space of 2 years, and of course the COVID-19 pandemic of the past 3 years or so, he has never, ever regretted that decision, because his sole purpose was to serve you, the people of the Pitt-7 constituency. Laborites all, 13 years later, the fruits of his representation is right before our very eyes. From the successful relocation of 2 entire communities to the completion of 2 major health facilities within the constituency, from the betterment of the road network within the entire constituency to the rehousing of hundreds of families post-Erika and Maria, from the training of scores of young constituents in various disciplines and careers, to the improvement of quality of life by job creation, both self-employed and otherwise, to the implementation of several social safety net programs, we have made an effort to touch each and every household here within the Pitt-7 constituency. That being said, my dear friends, tonight is certainly not about me. I have done my part, and I have given it my all. I have run 3 solid laps around the course, and my legs are weary. My legs are tired. And like any good member and team player, one has to know when to call it a day and to give way to a fresher pair of legs, a fresher mind and a fresher body, to give way to another talented player to ensure the continued success of the Labour team, Laborites. Tonight, my dear friends, is a very special night, and I consider myself both blessed and fortunate to be part of it. The smooth and seamless handing over of the baton to my good friend, my brother, and may I dare say, just as good-looking and handsome, Mr. Julian Defoe, a gentleman I've known for most of his life. And let me assure each and every one of you present here this evening that he has my unconditional support and my full commitment to work with him to get him through the usual teething issues associated with a new candidate, and ultimately member of parliament. And like I've done many times before, let me reiterate that I will be there with him for as long as he needs me to be. Julian brings with him a mature, cool, and composed personality and a wealth of experience at working both at the community and national level, and even further afield at the international arena. He is no stranger to public speaking, no stranger to sitting at the table with locals and foreign entities alike, to seek solutions to the multiplicity of issues and concerns that we have, both as a people and a small island developing state. Your Dominica Liberal Party has chosen a team for the times, and here in the Pitt-7 constituency, we have been given a man for the times in the person of Mr. Julian Defoe. Julian is ready. He is ready to pick up from where we left, to build on the gains that we have made, and of course, to bring a fresh new perspective and bold new ideas to the table. My dear friends, we have seen the successful relocation of the former Pitt-7 residents to a modern community here in Bellevue Chopin, following the ravages of Tropical Storm Erika. And I would like to take this opportunity to reassure you that the concerns of ownership is being addressed, and over the course of the next few days, you will see some intense movement and activity towards addressing and allaying your fears and anxieties. Equally to my Dubic peeps, rest assured that all will be well with you. And I can assure you that your new member of parliament will be just as diligent with you as I try to be, and your future is safe with Julian as it pertains to your ultimate relocation in Center Grand Bay. To my dear residents of the Bellevue Chopin community, whilst I would have dearly loved to see the start of the construction of the new primary school before I depart, the pandemic of the past 3 years put a serious damper on our plans, as international travel was made almost impossible, and our Chinese friends could not be here to move the process. But rest assured that the plans have been finalized and signed off on, agreements signed, and we should soon see the start of your long-awaited school. On this note, I would like to thank you for your patience and understanding and for believing in me. The same goes for the much-needed housing project in the Bagatelle area, but the commitment has been given, and I assure you it will be done. My friend and brother, Honorable Dr. Henderson, spoke of our long-standing vision for the construction of a marine facility in the Stowe area. This also took a hit from the natural disasters of Erika and Maria, and again the pandemic. But discussions with our Japanese counterparts are in advanced stage, and Julian is more than able, more than qualified, and more than experienced to take it from here. And I have absolutely no doubt that within the first year or so of his tenure, we will see the commencement of this long-awaited project. So, my brother Julian, I am leaving in your capable and caring hands the Pitt-7 constituency and its constituents, the most loving, loyal, and devoted ones that any power rep can ever hope for. Continue to be the most humble individual that I've known you to be. Love them, care for them, serve them with diligence and fairness. But let me warn you, they can also be stern and tough right in their admonishments. But take these criticisms and corrections with an open mind, because none is perfect and we all falter from time to time. But at the end of the day, all they want is the best for themselves and families, and to ensure that their lives and their livelihoods are secured, and to know that you are doing your utmost. And to you, the constituents, I am humbly beseeching that the very same love, patience, and loyalty that was meted out to me as your former member of parliament be passed on to this caring and humble young man. He too has made great sacrifices in deciding to put himself forward to serve you. And please, 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 work with him. Have patience with him. And I'm confident that when his story is written, his story too will go down as an extremely fulfilling one. Ladies and gentlemen, in closing, although I've done it a gazillion times before, I feel obliged to do it here again, right here on the Petite Servant constituency soil. That is, to thank the many, many supporters, friends, and well-wishers who played an integral role during my sojourn as your Member of Parliament. My immediate family members for their patience and understanding. Appreciate and love you unconditionally, Denny. I see you. My constituency team and shadow, my moose crew, inside joke, for always being there, even in the darkest times, when very few knew the hurt and pain. Mr. Sabo, I know you don't like the limelight, boss, but we'll say it each and every time. Thanks for being you. You are the true definition of a friend and brother, and just so that my love for you is unconditional. And there is indeed a place for people like you. The many others who I have thanked both publicly and privately for selflessly making yourselves available time and time again to assist, your reward will be greater than I can ever give. My Dubic Massive, I see you. I will certainly miss the hangouts in the village, that extra special bond that we shared, your unique way of letting me know when I dropped the ball and when I fell short, but not before handing me a cup of hot black coffee that I love so much. And let me tell you something. They would give it to me while I drink in the coffee. They would make my coffee, give it to me, but they'd let me have it while I drink in the coffee. I love you guys to the moon and back. So finally, as the dusk approaches on my stint as your former Member of Parliament, and even as the torch has been successfully passed on to this bright young son of the soil, I leave you with peace of mind. Peace of mind, because I'm saying goodbye with a sense of pride and fulfillment that I haven't felt in a very, very long time. And it's certainly not because I feel that all has been done. Far from that. There is still a lot to do. But I live emotional, yes, but certainly not sad, because I know that firstly, I gave my best, and secondly, I leave you in the equally capable and caring hands of Julian Defoe. I don't consider this the end of an era, but rather the continuation of one, because I know that come December 6th, the Petite Servant constituency will be among the first seats to be called for the Dominica Labour Party. And come December 7th, your new Member of Parliament, Mr. Julian Defoe, will put his best foot forward to serve you and to see the continued development of the Petite Servant constituency. The book of Ecclesiastes, chapter 3 of the Holy Bible states, and I quote, "To everything there's a season, and a time to every purpose under the heaven." My time and purpose as your Member of Parliament have come and gone. And I embrace and usher in Mr. Defoe with all my blessings to serve you well. And that I know he will. I love you all and thank you for listening to me. Thank you so very much.